Hi, my name is Dr. Deidra Turner. I am the Associate Director in the Center for Academic Services here at Texas Christian University. I'm actually an alum of TCU, graduated class of 95, and then went to the University of Georgia, where I got my master's in student personnel and higher education, and then on to Texas A&M, where I received my Ph.D. in sociology. While I was at Texas A&M, I decided to finish up my degree full-time and started working in their academic advising office, and really found a passion there working with those students. And when got married, came back to TCU and started working in the Neeley School of Business as an academic advisor there. Academic advising here at TCU has changed a great deal since I was a student here. Just having an office for students to go to when I was here, and still predominantly at TCU, academic advising is a faculty function, faculty advisors. Now I'm the Associate Director, as I said, in the Center for Academic Services. And Academic Services has really grown from just a couple of people to now we have a staff of 5 advisors and several people working in disability services. So we have academic advising, disability services in our office. And we also, as a part of our growth, here at TCU, we've started working with students on study skills. So we do academic success workshops and one-on-one academic coaching, helping students with time management issues, how to take a test or test anxiety, different study skills, things like that. And so it's been a great opportunity to not only work with students in helping them plan majors and think about their careers, but also to help them in that day-to-day function of just being a good student and understanding the step up from high school to college is a big gap. The way they did things in high school is not necessarily going to translate to how they do things in college. And so being available to help students to gain new skills, to translate how they did it before into a new way, how to talk to professors. Maybe they had a great relationship with their teachers in high school, but it may be a little bit intimidating to talk to Dr. So-and-so. And so giving them the skill set to speak with their professors and ask the right questions to get the information that they need is great. Academic advising, as I said, at TCU has grown from strictly a faculty position to now we have professional advisors and specific advising offices for special populations. Here at TCU now we have professional advising here, as I said, the Center for Academic Services. We work with the College of AdRan and the first-year students in interior design and fashion merchandising. The Neeley School of Business works with their students from freshmen all the way to their senior year, so they have that same person that they're working with. Harris College of Nursing and Health Sciences has just expanded, and now they have an advising center for their first and second year students. And we've also seen advisors, while it may not be an entire center, but there's also a person in the College of Communications, there's a person in the College of Education, and within majors, so psychology, history, they have faculty that are just dedicated to advising those majors. And so advising at TCU has really expanded. For special populations, we have athletics, honors, and I think there's one more, but I can't remember it right now. But we have several special populations. Pre-health, that's the last one. Pre-health. If your student is a pre-health student, then they also have a special advisor as well. So you can see TCU is really working in that area. Academic advising is an important aspect of a student's career. Our take as professional advisors on academic advising is that advising is teaching. We approach it that way. It is not only about teaching the students about the mechanics of the things they need to do to get enrolled in classes, to find the classes that they need, but it's also about teaching them how the classes that they're in translate to what they want to do later. It's about helping them connect their majors with minors, with electives that they want to take, helping them really see what they're good at and translating that into classwork, into majors, into minors, into careers. Our teaching is helping them to understand the resources they have available on the campus, whether it be the writing center or the math clinic or counseling and testing, different things like that. Our job is more than just these are the classes that you need to take for next semester. We are a resource. And in seeing ourselves as teachers, we have to see our students as learners. So the student as a learner means that I can't just give the information one way. I have to understand the way the generation receives information, the best way they take it in, and the student themselves, where they're coming from, what they already know, what they're good at, really getting to understand the student and understanding their aspect of learning and gearing what I'm teaching them to the way they best learn. We understand that students learn, all of us learn in different ways, whether we're visual, whether we're tactile, and so forth. And so I, as the teacher, the student as the learner, I've got to figure out how to best get my message across to them, utilizing their learning style. For me, I also hope that a student will also see their academic advisor as a mentor. When I was here at TCU, I was a sociology major. Dr. Morrison Wong was my sociology advisor. Dr. Wong is still someone that I go to this day. He's still at TCU teaching, leading, and so when I have questions about how do I teach a class, what do I need to be looking at, still gaining information in the field of sociology, and just talking about life. You know, he was invited to my wedding, and so that's the kind of relationship I hope students will gain, particularly with their faculty advisors who have been in the real world and understand the field that these students are going towards, that they not miss the opportunity to get to know that person outside of the classroom and really gain those experiences that that faculty advisor has to offer. And so persons like Dr. Wong that I can still go to talk to, students should still see their academic advisor as someone that they can return to TCU and still have those great conversations with. I also see academic advising as a retention tool. TCU right now is about 90% retention of our first to second year students, and that is phenomenal. When you look across the country, you are not seeing retention rates like that. I think our academic advising plays a great part in some of that retention because we give clear and concise direction for students. Even for students that we have in our office that are undecided, our goal is to help them to have that mindset that they're not just wandering, that they really are purposed for something, and we're here to help them find that through every class that they take, every co-curricular experience that they take. And so our job as good advisors is to give them a clear concept of where they're going, to really help them understand their degree in totality, the major, the minor, the electives, the core curriculum, how all of that plays into where they're going. So they don't feel like they're just here taking classes and they have no idea why they're taking it, but they have a full understanding of that. I think as a part of retention, we're also helping with keeping them on track with their academic performance. So when we get information about unsatisfactory grade reports, we're bringing students in and we're having conversations. When we're looking at the next semester's classes of what they're taking, we're not just deciding, okay, these are what you need, but we're also looking at how they're doing currently to see if that is the next step they need to take. Maybe they need to do something else before they move into that next step. So keeping them on track with their academic performance and being realistic with the student about what it is that they should be doing or what our suggestion is about what they should be doing. And so I think all of those things play into that retention, and of course also being a resource. When a student doesn't know where else to go and they know they can come to their advisor to get an answer of where they should be, I think that gives them a sense of well-being. That helps them to understand that, you know what, even if I don't know the answer, I know that there's somebody here who cares enough to find the right answer for me, to make sure I'm going in the right direction. And so being a resource for students and not just sending them away if we can't answer the question, but making sure we can find the answer while they're with us and leading them in the right direction. I think all of those things help with our retention efforts and making sure that students really understand the whole idea of frog family. I think we say that, we make that a part of our marketing, but that is something that we really believe, and it goes into how we work with students and making sure that not only our students are taken care of and that they understand their goals and they become independent learners. They know how to look for the classes, they know where the resources are, and they can share that information with students. But I think with this generation, we also become partners with parents and with family members and helping them understand that. During new student orientation, I do a presentation for the parents about the core curriculum. And I always tell them I give them enough information to be helpful, but not too much to be dangerous. Because I know that students are going to go to their friends first, their family second, and then to their academic advisor. So the more information I can give to families to help them understand really how TCU works, how the student's degree works, the better the student is going to be, because they're going to ask their parent, and their parent will know, A, that the student has an advisor that has that information, but also can give them just a bit of information and can also help them formulate the right questions. A lot of times our students don't really know, particularly coming in their freshman year, the questions they should ask. But parents can be there to help them think about those extra things that they need to know, the things that they may have had those family conversations with, to go back and say, hey, don't forget when you asked me this at the dinner table or asked me this over the telephone, this might be a great question to ask your academic advisor as well. And so we really want to make sure that our frog family extends to our parents, to our other family members, that they're really clear on the expectations of students here and what we have to offer, and sometimes what we don't have to offer that they may need to get elsewhere. So we want to be well-rounded. We want to be good stewards of the information that we're given and the students that are being placed into our care. To make sure that they're going the right direction. And so that, to me, is academic advising here at TCU. I hope that I've given you a full enough breadth of what we do and how we're moving forward. Thank you.